could be the possible Gragas support.
And it is! So... But now Optimus tries to walk into enemy territory as Svenskeren hops out, pops out Daisy. Chases after him a little bit here. Turtle grabbing some Mystic Shot damage. Levi's hanging around to try to stop these guys if he can. Daisy just gets eviscerated. Hanser wants to come over the wall, flashes the fish. Good stuff, but it's not going to do a whole lot just yet. They head back towards the Drake, who happens to be my favorite big scaly lizard in the whole family.
All right, so the play in which TSM, they move towards the bottom half of the map. They use the teleport in order to try and get a collapse down and see an all-in onto Turtle.
Turtle in some trouble, having to get himself out of this one. Going to be juggled back by the cat. The heel staying alive. Flash away, and he will barely avoid being first blood.
So close. This is one of the big discussion points that we had with a lot of the teams in the play-ins, which is that they don't have a good grasp on how to trade turrets. And this is why the Gigabyte Marines are a step above. His Turtle.
Oh, Wild Turtle, no! He drops this time. No summoner spells to keep himself alive. When's he gonna learn? He always puts himself in these spots.
Oh, that was, in fairness, that was a pretty nice
okay, yeah, that was a really nice play.
Yeah, and Wild Turtle just ended up getting caught unawares. He was even able to use his Arcane Shift at the very edge of it too, and every wave that crashes, Ori's going to instantly clear away. Now, Syndra has similar sort of wave clear, but she doesn't quite have that same sort of zoning presence that an Orianna would have in the past. And the all-in power of this Gigabyte Marine squad as they go on to Biofrost.
Ooh, Biofrost putting himself a little far forward. Going to be taken down by the Gigabyte Marines as now Archie might be in some similar trouble. He drops. Stark comes into the fight. Redemption going to be used. Stark taken very, very low, but not low enough to actually drop.
I mean, this could be great for the Gigabyte Marines. Think about like what it would mean to beat down TSM as Stark now getting engaged on.
More damage coming through from Bjergsen. Probably wants to find at least one more orb. Goes for the ulti. Stark going to be brought very low. Biofrost and Bjerg still looking to chase this one down. And Fertile Flame going to be sidestepped. As Levi makes his way into the fight, Biofrost gets himself destroyed as Stark turns on the burners and grabs the kill into Bjergsen. Svenskeren now going to be caught out. Stark goes down. Haunter's able to grab one kill. Might be able to find two. Dashing back over the wall, slicing and dicing, but he is going to be cooked up real quick. Optimus and Slay turn around, grabbing the kill onto him, and 4 die on the side of the NALCS representative. The next fight that does break out always ends up going completely crazy. As TSM is away, Svenskeren flashes.
Oh my god!
Oh man, he actually goes in for the fight and he gets everything done. Haunter now coming in from behind on top of Levi. Cuts him down, make it even more. Sing sayonara as Optimus cannot do anything. A double kill for Bjerg and 4 dead bodies on the side of the Gigabyte Marines.
Unbelievable fight from Team Solo Mid. I was like, Sven, what are you doing? But then he gets the steal, the flank from Haunter. Everything works out beautifully. They get 4 kills, and now they're going to Baron. And TSM said, nay, we will fight you, and we are ready.
TSM tie the game up, and now Turtle in some danger, having to try to escape from this one. Optimus going to be forced to pop that Zhonya's. Bjergsen likely going to be taken down here, but they trade him away for Slay. 1 for 1 so far. Optimus barely walking away from this one, but they keep their turret alive. Gigabyte Marines, although the game is tied 7-7 in terms of kills, they are on their back foot for now. Svenskeren going to be caught out. A good punish, a good catch opportunity here. Juggled back, the Redemption cannot save him, but Haunter is in the fight, gets one in return, but he's going to be taken down. That is a huge pickup for the Marines as they go 3 for 1. Remember, the TSM setups have just been where they needed to be so far in these fights. As now Haunter puts himself in a spot trying to solo out Stark, but this isn't really going to be much of a solo attempt for long. Haunter goes just way too ham, puts himself in a spot where he can almost take down 2, but almost taking down 2 is worse than definitely taking down 1, and TSM loses their big top laner.
Turtle and Svenskeren, they're going to try and rush this down. Let's see how Gigabyte respond.
TSM trying to keep attention from Gigabyte Marines in this top part of the map, and they're just going to take it. This is not a team that you can expect them to dilly-dally around and not make a call. TSM now have to try to stop Gigabyte Marines from taking that Baron. Equalizer comes down. Haunter might be in some trouble. Bjergsen going to be using the Zonius to survive the fish. Turtle tries to shift forward. Haunter's going to be taken down, but they trade him away for Stark. It's 1-for-1. Archie taking some damage in the backline. Optimus still looking to find the damage on the Turtle if he can. Zonia's Hourglass keeping himself alive. A double kill for Bjergsen. Now he's going to get himself away. Slay takes the kill to Svenskeren. It's a 2-for-2 as both sides have low health. The piercing arrow finds its way into Turtle's back, and TSM has priority on the mid lane.
But they're all going back to base. The top laner and jungle die for TSM, but the mid and top die for the Gigabyte Marines. That was such a close fight. Optimus trying to clean up the backline, but I think Gigabytes can get themselves the Elder Drake.
Gigabyte Marines onto Elder Drake. True Shot Barrage does not steal it away. It was a decent effort, but Levi is on top of that with a smite secure, and now these guys have themselves in a pretty nice spot.
TSM, though, they still have main control of the sideways. Oh, Haunter, he could be caught out.
Monster popping the ulti very, very early here. Fighting back against Optimus, getting some very nice damage down on that one. Stark still looking to burn him away if he can. More TSM reinforcements are coming in. Haunter looking to make the play, and he's got the flash into the stun. Now Optimus getting back. That's 1-for-0 TSM.
The TP is coming in, and TSM have their eyes on the Baron.
Haunter in the pit, clearing out some of the wards. Smokescreen doesn't actually hit Baron Nashor, so it won't aggro him just yet, but TSM will take care of that aggro real quick. Still 25 seconds before Stark is alive and can come into this fight. Keep in mind, though, Haunter does not have his ulti to properly participate either. TSM still trying to stay on top of Baron if they can. They've got it down below half. Daisy's going to be used to buy some time for as long as possible. Baron is staying aggroed, but he's just not being hurt. The TSM damage threats are focusing their effort over onto the Gigabyte Marines, and Archie is going to be dropping first. Daisy's still alive. Bjergsen going to be using the Zonias, escaping away from the fish yet again, and Baron will go to TSM. For a very large wave of minions from the Marines crashing into the top side of the TSM base, though Haunter having to back himself up a little bit here as TSM decides to make their charge. Going forward, Stark going to be juggled around a little bit for now. Daisy doing her job and just containing him as TSM will break open the Gigabyte Marine base and take down inhibitor number 1. Now looking to make their retreat before any sort of a punish happens. The top lane still just being pounded by that minion wave.
Now, one option here for the Gigabyte Marines is if they just try and stall the backs, they could actually TP to the top lane and rush that tower down. But with the threat of the Baron passive being used to stop the backs, Levi a little bit slow there.
Svenskeren setting up the brush line yet again. Turtle continuing to pour the damage into that turret. Just does not care about the chains of corruption. 1 or 2 more hits to go, and that turret is going to fall. The Baron Enchanted Siege minion will do the job on its own, taking that one down. And now the second inhibitor will come under fire. The TSM push continues. Looks like this could... Nope. Optimus looked like he might have been going towards that, but immediately decides against it. Still located just south of TSM's current position. Turtle getting auto attack after auto attack in onto that inhib. That's inhibitor number 2 going the way of TSM. Levi going to be stunned up. More bursts coming through. With Syndra ulti down, TSM is happy to disengage this one. Take that inhibitor as their prize. I don't count losing an inhibitor as a fight.
That's fair. Oh, that tower is being demolished by TSM. The zone from Syndra being enough. There's only 1 inhib left for the Gigabyte Marine. They need to make something happen soon.
This is the safe play for TSM. Haunter's going to be providing peel, keeping everybody else away. Archie's not going to be allowed to walk up like that, and Baron is secured. No contest.
TSM, they're playing this so calmly right at the end of the game. They're not being too risky with any of their decisions. They know that they have a composition that at this point in the game is too strong for the Gigabyte Marines to handle. Fizz has not found a successful flank once coming into the later portions of these fights, and now with the Baron buff, they're looking to take the final inhibitor down.
Inhibitor number 3 goes bye-bye, but inhibitor number 1 has respawned. Keep that in mind. They're in the bottom lane. It's up and running yet again, so there's still hope for the Gigabyte Marines to maintain control over that one. TSM moving down towards that Elder Drake that's now going to be spawning. For the second time this game, and the fight breaks out. Levi going to be taken very low. The damage coming through, the stun over the wall. Archie is down, and TSM has found themselves 1. Can they make it 2? Equalizer going to be burning, but it does not matter. Here they come, TSM! Trying to get themselves this win. Unstoppable for Bjergsen. It's a 3 versus 5, and the Marines are gonna have to find a miracle. Optimus is able to get 1, almost able to make it 2. The Zonya's hourglass, he does get the second. Now can he get himself out? Playful Trickster will not be enough, and Levi and Slay will have to hold this somehow. They pop the GA on Haunter. Turtle jumping into the fight. Slay gonna be kept alive. Levi can't say the same. TSM pushing on to the Nexus turrets. Number 1 is done. The double kill for Turtle. And TSM completes the reverse sweep.